Hello and welcome. We are back with another Blue Jays live stream after the Toronto Blue Jays today did actually get a win. In their yesterday's game, it was not the same as, well, the Jays had a bad game, but today they got a big win, winning 10-4 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, the Blue Jays coming into this game, they didn't really have anyone who played yesterday, as they had some more guys who came in and played their game, and some new guys that the Jays recently signed, and a lot of prospects like they had yesterday. So today the Jays had Randal Grichuk, the right fielder, back today. Matt Chapman, the recently signed third baseman. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Alexander Kirk, and Danny Jansen playing today. They had a ton of prospects, a ton of pitchers today, as it was a good day for the Blue Jays, as they do finish the game winning 10-4 on some good pitching and some great offense. So today the Jays actually could hit the ball. Yesterday they only had 3 hits. Today they picked up 7. The Pittsburgh Pirates, though, did pick up 10 hits as a team, but could not score the ball. Brian Wilson, the Pittsburgh Pirates only got 4 hits today, or 7. The Jays today had 10 hits. The Pittsburgh Pirates had 7 on some pretty unusual hits by the Pirates. M. Martin, the first baseman, had 2 hits for the Pirates, as well as 1 from Kevin Newman and a few others which were home runs from the Pirates. Now today the Jays did not let down like yesterday. Randal Grichuk had 2 hits, as well as Alejandro Kirk getting 2 hits and a home run today. As Kirk went off, as you can see here, absolute moonshot he hit, which soared out of the ballpark for his first home run of spring training. And Matt Chapman also picks up his first Blue Jays hit today, which was in his Blue Jays debut, by the way, for spring training, which was a home run, in fact, as I can play it right now after the Alejandro Kirk video ends. Now Kirk here hit, and that was a very strong hit from Alejandro, very well respected, and I think Kirk can become that every single day guy that you want at your DH spot or catcher if they need him there, as he is a very, very strong player. And another thing, Matt Chapman's home run, first one as the Blue Jays, and no doubter, over the concourse, out of the ballpark, as Chapman can run around the bases for the first time in a Blue Jays uniform after the Jays did win. eBaseball says they won, and they did win, and a very, very strong, very, very solid win from the Toronto Blue Jays today. There were some guys like George Springer and Bo Bichette who were training in a minor league facility. They could not come to play today, as they were still working more on their game, I guess, and working more on how they play. Now, for the rest of the thing, Danny Jansen did not have a good day, though, going 0 for 2 on the day, and getting an RBI, though. As very, very good day, though, from the Toronto Blue Jays. Very strong day from their pitching staff, their hitting, as well as their very strong and solid pitching or hitting players, as every single person on the team had a good day through that. The pitchers today for the Toronto Blue Jays, Anthony Kay got the start, got his first spring training win of the season, only letting up a hit and a run. The run earned in his 1 inning, as he didn't pick up any strikeouts, though, but good day for him. But I think the person who should have got the win was N. Castillos. He let up 1 run on 2 hits, and going 2 innings, striking out 3 guys but let up a home run. But I think he had a pretty strong and solid day for himself, as personally I think he should have deserved the win, but I don't get to choose that. Now, the Blue Jays today were very, very strong, very, very solid, and just had a good game overall. One of their better ones in their first spring training game, or a strong one in their third spring training game, as I think the Blue Jays obviously are going to be a very, very strong, solid team going into the season. But for now, I do see them keep up. They're obviously going to have to keep getting better as time goes. And it is going to be exciting, very much, seeing these Jays back into their things, guys. Like Lourdes Gurriel Jr., also, by the way, he had a very strong day as well. Lourdes getting a hit as well as 2 runs on his 3 at-bats with no strikeouts today. As Lourdes, he ended off the season very, very strong, as I think he can probably replicate that if he has a season like he did last year. And I think that as time goes, he will become an even better player and contribute as much as he has in the past, as he's a very, very well-rounded player, very strong, and I think that he will get better. Now, as the Blue Jays are going to be working more on their offensive game, more on just being a better team, because guys like first off, George Springer, I kind of want to see it, but the Jays had a very good day with prospects. They got Jordan Groshans up today, as well as Otto Lopez playing in this one. 2 big names in the Jays farm system, as well as Orelvis Martinez back today. He had a run today on no at-bats and no hits, and had 2 walks for himself. Now, the pitching, very, very good. Like I mentioned, the pitching staff only let up 4 runs on 7 hits, as the Jays' runs came through a lot in the 8th inning, as they had 4 runs coming from the 8th, as a lot of them came from, in the start of the game, from the big name guys. And then Bird homered to left center, 339 feet, to give the Toronto Blue Jays a 6-2 lead. Now, let's get into the big things that happened throughout the game. A lot of here you can see Alejandro Kirk with a 2-run home run, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. with a 2 runs and 1 hit, and Matt Chapman with a 2-run home run. Now, here are my player of the games, obviously Kirk, Gurriel, and Chapman. A big thing that I saw in this game was great offense, 4 runs on 7 hits, as the Jays' runs came through a lot in the 8th inning. I put the winning pitcher as they had 4 runs coming from the 8th inning, as a lot of them came from 2 innings. And then Dylan Peters got the start with the Pirates, guys, and then Bird homered to left center, 339 feet, but had 2 strikeouts, as there was not very much from the Pirates. Now, let's get into the big things that one hit happened throughout the game. Martin had a solo home run, and Dio a lot of Dios. Here you can see Alejandro Kirk with a 2-run home run. As good hitting, not great. The Pirates are 0-2 in spring training. The Jays are 2-1 right now. Here on the player of the game, it's very good for the Blue Jays. And Chapman, a big thing that I saw in the early parts of the offense, 4 runs on getting better as the Jays run go. Now you can see here a lot of the runs. I put the winning pitcher as they had 4 runs coming from the 8th. A lot of them came from the 3rd inning. And then Dylan Peters got the start with the Pirates, hitting stats right now. As you can see, Christian Cutting was very deep today, 2 strikeouts. Alejandro Kirk, there was not very much, all posting some very good numbers. Let's get into these big things that one hit happened throughout the game. I need to give some props to them, as they had a lot. You see Alejandro Kirk on the 2-run hits, Anthony K
The Pirates are open to in spring training with our team right now. Here on the player, it's very good for the Blue Jays. Chapman, a big thing that I saw was early Ray Julian Merriweather also, don't forget that. He was injured for a large chunk of the senior season. I put the winning run as they had. He was out 4 runs on problem. But getting back today, he had 1 strikeout, and Dylan Peters got the start with hitless, getting his stats forward to legacy Bridges hitting his bullpen today, strikeout, maybe giving Alejandro Kirk. There was not very much all week posting some very good numbers. He was getting to be good today. We saw one of his last Martin at I think it gives some Blue Jays. They had a lot of Alejandro Kirk. I think on the 2 runs against the Jays. Anthony, I can see him get the Pirates are on very high leverage games. Your team right now, and it's very good for the Chapman. A big thing that I saw was Ray Julian Merriweather also, don't forget that. He was injured for a large chunk of the senior season. I put the winning run now. He was out 4 runs on problem. But getting back today, he had 1 strikeout, and Dylan Peters got the let's see his stats to legacy Bridges hitting now. A lot of stuff giving Alejandro Kirk. There was not very later all week posting some very good numbers. He was getting to be good today. We saw one of his last as well as I think it gives some Blue Jays. They had a lot of Alejandro Kirk. I think on the 2 runs against the Jays. Anthony, I can see him get the Pirates are on very high leverage games. Now, you can't hold right now. And it's very hard to work. He has 7 stages that I saw before. Ray Julian Merriweather also, as they saw, he was injured for a large chunk of the senior season. I put the winning run now. He was out 4 runs on problem. Getting back to the 4 strikeout, and Dylan Peters got the let's see his legacy Bridges hitting now. A lot of stuff giving Alejandro Kirk. There was not very later all week posting some very good numbers. He was getting to be good now. We saw one of his last as well as I think it gives some Blue Jays. They had a lot of finish of the Alejandro Kirk. I think on the 2 runs against the Jays. Anthony, I can see him get the Pirates are all scoring now. You can't pronounce right now. Roberto Alvarez is the Pirates are he has 7 stages that I saw as they saw, he was injured for a large chunk of the senior and I put the winning run now. He was out 4 runs on high and getting back to the 4 and Dylan Peters got the let's see his legacy Bridges now. A lot of stuff giving Alejandro Kirk. There was not very later all week posting some very good numbers. He was getting to be good now. So one of his last I think it gives some Blue Jays. They had a lot of finish of the Alejandro Kirk. I think on the 2 runs against the Jays. A lot of praise. Anthony, I can see him get the Pirates are all scoring now. You can't pronounce right now. Roberto Alvarez is the Pirates are he has 7 stages that I saw as they saw, he was injured for a large chunk of the senior and I put the winning run now. He was out 4 runs on high and getting back to the 4 and Dylan Peters got the let's see now. A lot of stuff giving Alejandro Kirk. There was not very later all week posting some very good numbers. He was getting to be good now. So one of his last so Alejandro Kirk finished of the Alejandro Kirk. I was against the Jays. A lot of praise. Anthony, I can see him get the Pirates are all scoring now. Roberto Alvarez is the Pirates are he has 7 stages that I saw as they saw, he was injured for a large chunk of the senior and I put the winning run now. He will become another very, very good player for the Blue Jays. Another very, very strong guy who will obviously also offer some veteran presence into that lineup. And I think that as time goes, again, he will stay very good. He will be a very good player, and I think that he will be the player that we all expect. Now tomorrow, the Jays do play the Tigers as Alek Manoah gets the start. Manoah, the young guy with a lot of power while pitching, as he can wield that fastball, that slider, and that curveball that he used a lot last year, and maybe adding in that changeup at some points, as it will be very exciting to see him back in the Jays uniform playing again, because again, last season he played only for a little part of the season, as he did get called up. I think he only started 11 games. So I would like to see him more playing a spring training game. Probably won't pitch very much, maybe 2 innings. But it's going to be exciting seeing him back. It's going to be exciting to see the Blue Jays. Probably George Springer may be making a start tomorrow. But I'd like to see some more prospects. Maybe Orelvis Martinez or Gabriel Moreno maybe making a start in the game tomorrow. As I'd like to see these prospects play, I'd like to see the Jays play, but the Tigers, again, making that big move for Javi Baez. I think that guys like Alek Manoah, and maybe using some more of their big league bullpen arms, maybe seeing a Simber tomorrow, as we haven't seen him in the spring training yet, or maybe putting a starter in the bullpen to just give them some experience. As I can see the Jays making maybe George Springer start, or giving guys like Santiago Espinal or Teoscar Hernandez some time to play, as I think all of these guys will get some time in the major leagues, but I'd like to see them in spring training just to see how their season goes to start the year. Now, a comment here, Ramirez to the Jays. Maybe. Now the thing is Ramirez is a very strong player, no doubt about it. But he does not come with a low trade value, as his trade value is sky high, as he is, again, very, very good player. Like, this guy has everything the Jays want. He can play in the infield at third or second base. Very helpful. Also, he's a left-handed hitter on a team-friendly contract. He would be here for 2 years, which could be a bit of a problem. I'll hit back on that a little bit later. If you're new here, this is the Jays After Show. After the Blue Jays did get a win against the Pirates today, as they did win 10-4. Now, I do think Ramirez would be a very good fit on this team. He'd offer some very good leadership to the guys that are a bit younger, like maybe Vladdy he can help with, as he's a very good offensive player. Now, I don't know how well he would do in this lineup, as he plays very good when he's the number one guy, and now he'd be probably hitting like 5. Like imagine 5 or 4. That kind of sounds scary. I mean, it's a problem that the Jays kind of want if they do get him, but that's till later. And they were asking for Manoah and Gabriel Moreno. Now, I don't know if all of that is going to be the best, as those guys are very, very good. And I think maybe getting a move at the deadline will help a lot. Maybe getting Ramirez near the trade deadline. And again, I do see the Jays maybe scoring Jose Ramirez, but I don't know how he will get there. Now, another thing is the Jays really need to stay healthy. Coming into this spring training, last year, George Springer got injured. Last year, Kirby Yates got injured, and you don't like to see it. As Springer was out for a large part of the year last year, don't forget, the Jays won 91 games, and like 3/4 of those games that they won were without Springer. And now adding a very good bat, hopefully for 162 games, he will be an even better player who will add more depth to this Jays lineup. Now another guy, a lot of those guys need to stay healthy. Vladdy Jr., he is still young, but he could get injured. He played 162 games, or 161 games last year. As I think as time goes, he will keep on going, he will keep on growing, but I don't know if he can stay healthy. Now, if he gets injured in the spring training, that will definitely hurt him, because again, very, very good player. But I don't know how well he will do throughout this year, as he has to stay healthy and he has to play like he did before. He can make a start tomorrow in the Blue Jays in spring training. A lot of those other young guys, Bo Bichette, Santiago Espinal, Josh Hernandez, all those guys need to stay healthy. Don't get them injured in spring training. Don't ramp them up too fast, but also don't ramp them up too slow, as the season is approaching very fast, as it is a shortened spring training. Now again, I'm going to hit on tomorrow's game. So tomorrow's game at 1:05 on Sportsnet, as the Jays do play the Tigers in a day that Alek Manoah starts, which is an Alek Manoah start is a very good day to see, as you don't really see a lot. Alek Manoah has not started a lot of games last year, and you like to see that young guy, you like to see him get some more experience, but you don't really want him to get injured, so don't put him in for too long, as he might hit some injury somewhere. I don't know, but as time goes, the Jays are going to keep on getting better. As time goes, it is going to be a better season for the Jays. And I think this spring training is really, really going to help the Blue Jays this year, as it's very exciting to see Manoah start. I don't know who's starting for the Tigers tomorrow, but I'm going to do this again tomorrow. As if you like this, drop a like. As if you're watching this in the past, good for you too. But I'm also watching our Jays recap, so I'm going to do like a 7-minute recap after this game, just talking about the its and bits that you heard in this like longer show. Thank you everybody for coming on today. If you like these, come back tomorrow, as we are going to do this for the large chunk of the games in this season. Just talking and just reading everyone's comments to try to get some talks and get some get some feedback, as I'd like to learn more about this and more about the Blue Jays as time goes. Thank you for the good job. That means a lot. Alright, so see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be doing this again like I mentioned. Have